If you are single in this economy, you are a bad bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I love being single and I love living alone. It's great, it's fantastic, but fuck, it's expensive. Ah!
People who glorify being single. In this life we live in this world we live in this economy we live in, it is very hard times or trying times, right? It's hard to make it.
Men do save money by being single. Women save money by being in a relationship. Yeah, I said it, and deep down inside, you know it's true.
How the hell are single men surviving this economy while more people are struggling to make ends meet? And has staying single actually become a financial advantage? With rising living costs and more adults remaining single, people are increasingly questioning whether relationships still make financial sense. Some argue that single men simply have fewer expenses and greater control over their money. So, is singlehood making the economy easier to navigate, or is there more behind the trend? Today's video explores that debate, and the reason some men believe staying single is actually the smarter financial choice.
Don't get me wrong, I love being single and I love living alone. It's great, it's fantastic, but fuck, it's expensive. Ah! I just spent $600 on brakes on my car, just on the front part of the car, because I couldn't afford all 4 brakes and axles and rotors and whatever the fuck. And then now I just paid my car payment, which is $500, so I just blew $1,100 in like 3 hours, and it wasn't even like fun, you know? Fuck. Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities. Ah!
This is a question for the men. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Okay, so men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men. And I want men to start loving women again. Like, I don't know. What do we need to do? Let me know, and I can try to get the congregation together, and we could try to move forward so we can all start loving each other again. I don't know. What am I missing? Can you please fill me in? I'm very, 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 very confused.
The medium is the message. Producing dating content mid-makeup routine, while complaining about not being taken seriously, is a self-contained argument against the complaint. The presentation makes the case better than any response could.
You're covering both of us, right?
Wait, I didn't even know you were coming. This was supposed to be just me and her.
Yeah, I didn't tell him.
So, nah, I'm not paying for either of y'all.
So I got a message for single people this morning. People who glorify being single. Not all single people, but the people who glorify being single, right? In this life we live in this world we live in this economy we live in, it is very hard times or trying times, right? It's hard to make it, okay? Especially for so-called African Americans, black people, right? And so it is wise for us to have a community. It's wise for us to have a partner, so on and so forth, to make it in this world, okay? And not only just for financial reasons, but also for companionship. Who in the heck wants to be in the world alone and deal with all the stuff that we deal with in this world? All the atrocities and, the madness that's happening in the world, and just the struggle in itself, right? So I guess my word today is find your tribe, get you a community. If you don't have a partner or a spouse or a significant other, you need community. We need community to thrive, okay? Because nobody can do it on their own. It cannot be a one man or one woman show, okay? And Like I said, not just for financial reasons, but morally, emotionally. Man, I need people. I need you. You need me. We need each other, and we need to get that in our heads. Y'all be empowered.
I do honestly think that the male loneliness epidemic is a real thing. Just because, like, if you go on a first date with a man, or you just, like, get caught up in conversation with a dude, and you don't say, like, anything personal about yourself, and you just, like, ask questions and, like, say, like, oh, that's nice, like, every 5 minutes, they will tell you their entire life story. And at the end, they'll be like, oh my God, you're the love of my life. Like, holy shit, you're perfect, you know? So maybe they just all need therapists, or just, like, somebody to talk to. I don't know.
Remove the cost of funding someone else's lifestyle, and the economy becomes significantly more manageable. The math on single male finances isn't complicated. It just requires acknowledging what was actually being subsidized in the first place.
Hey man, I'll be honest with y'all. I feel bad for the women that believe in that feminism and like took that and ran with it. Now they too old.
What age did you wake up and realize that you no longer wanted to be a strong?
She pretty much talks about like coming to the realization that she no longer wants to be a strong, independent Black woman. I will have to say that it's just now hitting me. I just turned 33, and I will say, I think it's this year that it's really hit me that I do not want the title of a strong, independent Black woman.
I just saw a video that said men, if they're not married by the age of 30, 1 in 3 will become a substance abuser, and that's very interesting. And what kind of sucks is I'm 30 and I like men either my age or a little bit older, which means out of 1 of 3 men, they will be substance abusers, which has been pretty accurate, especially living in Miami.
The permanently unsatisfiable woman isn't a rare specimen. She's a documented pattern. Meet every standard, clear every bar, and watch the next one materialize instantly. Investing in a system designed to never reach completion isn't commitment. It's a financial and emotional hemorrhage with no endpoint.
Ring. I'm going to propose to her when the time is right.
Take this one.
I have.
So this woman is literally begging her boyfriend to marry her. She's in this court case because she bought the ring and she wants him to either marry her or reimburse her the cost of the ring. She's begging him and he's like, no, I don't want to marry you. You never embarrass yourself enough to be on national TV or even privately. You never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once, and you never have to guilt trip somebody into marrying you. If he doesn't want to do it, if he's not excited about it, you don't want it. You never want to feel like the only reason why a man married you is because you asked him or because you guilt tripped him or because you manipulated him. You want him to marry you because he cannot see his life without you. Begging him is only going to get you a temporary victory. Yeah, you might marry him and he might be miserable the whole time. You don't want a man who you have to beg. This is all about his ego. If he really loved her, he would never let her embarrass herself like this.
If you are single in this economy, you are a bad bitch. You are paying your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, your utilities, buying groceries for yourself, traveling the world, taking care of your health and appearance. You are a bad bitch.
The articulation gap is real and it matters. Being unable to construct a coherent sentence about what you want from a partner while simultaneously demanding that partner meet a long list of requirements is a contradiction that exposes itself immediately. Valley Girl cadence is not a personality.
Messages literally perpetuate the problem that our society faces with dating, relationships, and loneliness. If we are telling other people to isolate and to not be in relationship and to protect our hearts from being vulnerable, from putting ourselves out there, if we're trying to create conditions that are the most optimal ways to live, where we never get hurt, we never face rejection, we are literally never going to grow, build resilience, and build the skill sets to regulate our own emotions. And that is literally what life is about. It's learning how to regulate your emotions, because 99% of things in life we cannot control for and we cannot predict. So what you've got to focus on is how do you create a sense of inner joy and inner peace despite what's going around you. So staying single and isolating yourself from relationships that are beautiful and like foundational to the human experience, that doesn't increase your peace. That actually just makes you more depressed, because humans are wired to connect. And frankly, we shouldn't be outsourcing our peace onto anything or anyone else. Like, you need to learn how to create that for yourself and create your own sense of joy and internal feelings of joy. So it's comments like these that are deeply troubling to see and are really not helping.
Single and isolated are not the same address. Men opting out of romantic relationships aren't retreating to basements. They're socializing, building friendships, and living full lives without the specific liability of a romantic entanglement that doesn't pay what it costs.
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking real. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I got to go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please. Stop ordering takeout by your fucking self and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Fuck, literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag.
90% of women competing for 10% of men produces a predictable result. Most of those men are already taken. The confusion about why unavailable men are unavailable is only possible if the selection strategy never gets examined honestly.
Lie. In today's economy, if you want to move out, you either need to have 4 roommates or selfie pics. I'm sorry, but why did no one tell me about the third option? My friend Karina just got a job working at like corporate, something's kind of like an office job, and it's pretty good. Like the deal that she signed, I think the salary is like $70K a year, right? That's very reasonable. But then when she moves out, right, she's telling me that she's paying $2,500 in rent every single month. In my head, I'm like, damn, that's steep to me, right? But I'm like, you know, whatever. She's probably making it work. She's always handled her shit, you know, whatever. And so we go to dinner one night because I want to go see her new place and stuff. Nice ass place, by the way. Amenities are insane. It has like a full gym. They have a coffee bar downstairs where residents get up to 2 free coffees a day. Fucking insane, right? And so we go out to dinner. We go to Din Tai Fung. If you haven't been there, you need to go, right? So when we go, we usually get like, you know, a few little sides to share and stuff like that. This time when we go, Karina is fucking ordering like everything on the menu, right? She's like, oh, we'll have one of the damn, what the hell are they called? Those little like pork dumplings. We'll get a side of the rice, the noodles, all this stuff. Shit we normally don't order, right? And I'm like, damn, bro, like the bill's gonna be fucking huge, right? I'm low-key sweating. Karina acts like she has no care in the world. So I'm like, damn, she must have got a bonus or something, right? So as we're sitting there talking or whatever, Karina hits me with some shit I was not expecting, right? She's like, oh, girl, she was like, I wanted to ask you something. She was like, I'm trying to go to, what was it? Portugal. She was like, I'm trying to go to Portugal next year in the summer. I want to know if you wanted to come with me. And in my head, I'm like, oh, she probably got a good deal or something, right? And I'm like, yeah, what's that gonna look like and stuff like that. She's telling me that she got like it's part of like a tour, right? So she's telling me that to go on the tour next summer, it's gonna be, she was like, oh, it's not that bad, girl. She was like, I got a good deal on it. She was like, it's like $6 grand. $6 grand. I tell her straight up, I'm like, girl, that's honestly that's way the fuck out of my budget, right? I was like, with gas prices right now, I just paid $107 to fill up my car. Traveling is out of the picture, right? And then Karina tells me, oh, well, because we're pretty close, right? She tells me, oh, well, I really want you to go. I think it'll be so much fun. What if I pay for half of it, like of your portion? Girl, I was like, are you selling drugs? Because one thing about Karina, she's always been like a hustler. For a while, she did not have a job, right? this is like a short story. What her like income was, she would talk to lonely men on some app. I forgot what the app was. She would just talk to them, right? She wasn't sending anything appropriate. These were just lonely men who wanted companionship. Bitch, that's what she was doing full time. So I asked her and I'm like, bitch, are you talking to men again on the internet? Because she started talking to this guy and he wasn't comfortable with that. So she said that she would stop. And so I'm like, girl, are you doing that again? Because I thought, you know, what's his name wasn't cool with that. And she was like, oh no, girl. She was like, I'm not doing that anymore. She was like, I found something better. Right. And I'm like, this girl, I'm like, what are you doing? Because you just got this new apartment. Shit is nice as fuck. And now you're trying to like take these trips all over, like what, and you're trying to pay for me. I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, right. So she tells me that she found another app that's better because you don't even have to talk to these lonely ass men. She was like, girl, I found this app. It's called Pay Me. I guess it's in the App Store, right? She was like, it's called Pay Me. Basically, she was like, all you do is you sign up, and she was like, you get paid out when these huge public lawsuits settle, like against huge companies like AT&T, any type, like these huge lawsuits that go through, you get paid out. She was like, girl, it brings me like an extra like $500 to $1,000 every single month. Now shit is starting to add up because let's be real, like $70K a year in California is not shit, right? So now I'm understanding where all of this is coming from, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, you know what? Let me download the app, and if it actually works or whatever, what you're saying works, I was like, I'll think about going to Portugal, right? I was like, let me see if I get any money from this, right? I was like, I'll let you know in like a month or two, right? So I download the app. I download it, I put my stuff in there, and for the first like 2 weeks, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see shit, right? That's the one downside from the app, is like you have to wait at least a month to get anything. Once that first month passed, bitch, I've been getting like an extra $700 to $800 every single month. So it looks like I'm going to Portugal next summer.
In 20 years, we're going to have an epidemic of older women, single, unhappy, sold a fantasy by modern feminism. I heard this quote today and it made me think, because it might actually turn out that way. These new ideas around feminism combined with social media have reshaped the way most women think. They're no longer interested in normal guys, right? An average guy with a regular life, a regular job, he stands no chance. Women today are aiming for money, status, the top tier, the 1%. And this is because of social media. The second biggest problem is feminism convinced women that working for a company that doesn't even know who they are, doesn't care about them, and making their own money, having their own money so they can be independent, that's better than building a family, raising children, taking care of their men. That's, social media combined with modern feminism. That's what reshaped the way women think. Yes, because of that, we're going to have an epidemic of older women, single and unhappy.
The legal exposure alone makes the risk calculation straightforward. Potential loss of assets, mandatory alimony, and liability for children that may not be biologically his, all decided by a court system structurally predisposed against him. Men didn't abandon relationships out of laziness. They read the exit terms and declined to sign a contract that only one party can enforce. So, how are single men managing to survive this economy? If this collection of clips points to one conclusion, it's this. Many men believe that lower expenses, financial independence, and avoiding the costs and risks of relationships makes singlehood far more manageable. Single men aren't necessarily struggling because they're alone. They may actually have more control because of it. The real question is whether partnership can become an asset again, rather than something many men see as a financial and emotional liability. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion, so feel free to comment and share your thoughts.